Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, May 5th, 2026. My name is Don Swanker. I'm going to call the Jackson County Board of Supervisors meeting to order. To my left, I have Mike Steinis. To my right, I have Nin Flegel. Bjorn from IT, Lisa from the Auditor's Office. We got Shelley from the Auditor's Office, Becky from the Human Resources, and Brittany online in the press box from afar. Good morning. A couple of other people. Who do we got? Adam. Do you want to introduce yourself, or do you want to talk in the public section, or?
Still muted.
You're still muted. There you go.
I'm with Jaden's stuff again this week.
Okay. All right. Just welcome aboard, and we see we got Michael back. So first up, I'm going to open the public hearing for the FY 25-26 budget amendment. Shelley, we have you here to talk about it. Some of the reapportionment, just as we adjust to getting closer to the end of the year, we have to make a few adjustments and things to make sure things are covered.
Yes.
Floor is yours.
So I made a few notes. So the main thing that we've talked about before is amending the budget to include $100,000 for reimbursing the general fund out of the inmate. The money that we got from Scott County. We'll write a warrant out of that fund to the general fund, and we'll correct that line item, the inmate expense in the general fund to account for the expenses from Scott County.
For the inmate
For the
food and
inmates,
whatnot and
yes.
things like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Incidentals and food and
Yeah.
upkeep and maintenance. Yeah.
Yep. So that's 100,000. We are removing, we had a department that for mental health transports, we had a separate department. I failed to delete that department and that expense from the current year's budget. We didn't find out until too late for this current year's budget to delete it. So now I'm deleting it because we never used it. So
I guess the question going forward, we can talk about, Brent sent something out that talked about how those expenses might be passed down from the ASOs for like emergency services if they think they need a ER care or that kind of stuff. Could that kind of stuff be used for this?
well, my assumption was that it was coming out of the mental health department's budget. This is a totally separate department.
Okay, we can look at that, but he sent that out talking about another unfunded mandate that the state.
Yeah, it's unfunded.
Yeah.
Because we would have to pick up those costs.
All those costs have to be paid by the county. So.
Yep.
Okay.
So what was put in this year's budget?
This is just for transports, for mental health transports, that we were going to pay the jailer or the deputies to transport mental health patients to or from a facility.
So that
And then-
expense is put into the whole budget for the facility, or is it's not a separate line item anymore?
Correct. It's just
Okay.
being
Is it still in next year's budget though?
into the mental health department, yes.
Okay.
Then we are also paying out of that capital project jail fund, the sheriff's deputies' computers for 65,000.
Which is in this week's plan,
Yep.
Yes,
coming from this separate fund.
yeah, we had to hold off paying that bill until we had the budget amendment, so.
Thank you.
I see we're making the payments because the county conservation building, they want to
They
build
got
a
some
new
grant
one, and
money
so
in.
we're
Yeah,
gonna go
yeah.
ahead and make that right and give it to them so they can get started when they find a spot.
I increased the guardian ad litem attorney fees by 5,000. Hopefully things will not come to pass that's not needed, but just in case, the bills have been coming in rather large, so I wanted to make sure that we had enough money so we wouldn't have to hold off on paying some of those bills until we could amend for it. The same way with general assistance, by $1,000. The budget was getting low. Elizabeth the health department, she receives money for well permit fees. But a large portion of that gets sent forwarded on to the state, and she has to write a check out to the state to forward that money. So that's $2,200. And then the drug grant expense, we had money left over in last fiscal year's budget. So now in order to use that money, we have to increase this year's budget. But we do get reimbursed for that. So if we spend it, then we get reimbursed. The Bridgeport ramp that you've just talked about was $80,671. I did increase the revolving loan line item by $400,000, just in case we have another loan that you passed a loan agreements for 2 loans for last week or the week before. So this would cover those plus 1 more. So the secondary roads department, $130,000. We moved from capital projects up to their regular budget. They're moving that for using, they need more rock. They're going to pay more rock on projects in the regular budget from not capital projects. Increased the township trustee and clerk meeting reimbursements for $1,000. Hopefully that's not needed, but just in case. And at the beginning of this fiscal year in July, we had to transfer or forward, I should say, the leftover money in the mental health region fund. So was $8,340. So that closed out that account or that fund. So, okay.
So as I look at it, most of these are adjustments are made are a wash. They're mostly from one fund to another fund, just a transfer.
Yep, we like that.
Anybody get any comment, feedback? Is there anybody online that would like to address the public hearing for the budget amendment? I have not received any feedback for the budget amendment.
And I would make a motion to close the public hearing.
I would second that.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Nan to close the public hearing for the FY 25-26 budget amendment. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
I
Opposed? Motion carried.
With the closing of the public hearing, then I would ask to have a motion to approve resolution number 1183-0505-2026 for the amendment to the county budget for fiscal year 25-26 and authorize the chair and auditor signatures on the record of hearing and certified to the state of Iowa. I would make that motion.
I would second.
Got a motion by Nan, second by Mike to approve resolution 1183-0505-2026. Approving the budget amendment as stated by you.
Yep.
For certifying with the state and all that kind of good stuff.
Yep.
Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next up, we got visitors and citizens. Is there anybody online or in the audience that would like to address the board that's not listed on the agenda? Hearing none, we'll move on to Becky Chapin, Human Resources. Come on up. Good morning, good morning.
Full of insurance renewal items for this morning. We received our health insurance renewal through the Iowa Community Trust, and we will be renewing our Wellmark Health Insurance Plan, which is option 12 through the trust, effective July 1, 2026. We have budgeted for this. We just don't have the paperwork until this time of year. So I'm here today to ask for a motion to approve the Wellmark renewal through the Iowa Community Trust option 12 and authorize Becky Chapin to sign the renewal documents and compliance paperwork as required.
And the percentage?
6.4%.
Exactly what we were quoted or what
Yes.
we
Yep.
budgeted?
Yep.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Nan to approve Wellmark renewal through the Iowa Community Trust option 12 and authorize Becky Chapin to sign the renewal documents and compliance paperwork as required. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
And then our vision plan is separate. We have a plan through VSP, which renews biennially, and our current plan term ends this June 30th. They have renewed Jackson County, for a 2-year term, July 1 of 26 through, June 30th of 28 at a 0% increase. They did do a couple of plan enhancements at, no additional expense. So I would ask for a motion to approve the vision renewal through VSP effective July 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2028, including authorizing Becky Chapin to sign required renewal documents and compliance paperwork.
I would make that motion.
I would second.
Got a motion by Nan, second by Mike to approve the vision renewal through VSP effective July 1, 2026 through June 30, 2028, including authorizing Becky Chapin to sign required renewal documents and compliance paperwork as required. Any other discussion?
We like 0% increase.
Yes.
Good.
A much smaller number than what we envisioned.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
That's all I had.
All right, thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Have a good day.
Next to the floor, we have Laura Carson's with the Historic Preservation Commission. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
How's everyone doing?
What you said, great old time.
Beautiful day today. What the Preservation Commission is asking for is our annual proclamation of May as Preservation Month. We're also sharing with you some of the upcoming activities we have planned for May to help celebrate.
Awesome.
You want to read the resolution down or? just-
Well, we have the
Laura?
letter. Is it the letter?
So
Proclamation, yeah.
Proclamation. There it is. Historic Preservation Month, May 2026, whereas historic preservation is an effective tool of management, growth and sustainability development, revitalizing neighborhoods, fostering local pride and maintaining community character while enhancing the livability. And whereas historic preservation is relevant for the communities across the nation, both urban and rural, and for all Americans, or for Americans of all ages, all walks of life, and all ethnic backgrounds. And whereas the preservation of historic places helps tell the full, rich story of our nation, stitching every story together to create a more complete picture of our shared history and future. And whereas in 2026, the United States is celebrating 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence and developing our national heritage of individual liberty, representative government, and attachment of equal and inalienable rights. And whereas the celebration of May as National Historic Preservation Month provides the opportunity to celebrate the diverse and unique heritage of our country's cities and states, and whereas Jackson County, Iowa recognizes the contributions made by dedicated individuals and groups in helping to preserve the tangible aspects of the heritage that has shaped us as a people. Now, therefore, I, Don Swanker, Chair of the Jackson County Board of Supervisors of Jackson County, Iowa, do hereby proclaim May 2026 as Historic Preservation Month and call upon the people of Jackson County to join in across the United States in recognizing and participating in this special observance. In witness thereof, subscribe to day of 5/5 of 2026. Do we want to approve said proclamation? I ain't reading it again.
I would move to approve.
I would second that.
We got a motion.
That's that out.
We got a motion by Mike, second by Nan to approve the proclamation that naming May as National Historic Preservation Month. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? We are historic for the month of May.
Thank you for your reading and for your.
No problem. All right, next up, we have Jennifer Jones,
Good morning.
Morning.
the recorder for Jackson County.
How's it going?
How's it going with you guys?
Well, we haven't heard anything complaining from your office, so awesome. Good job.
We're just doing our jobs.
That's it.
It was a good month the way it looks.
It was a good month, yeah. Properties are moving a little more now that the weather's getting nice. Winter does seem to slow down property sales,
Yeah.
but people are buying.
He wants to move in the winter.
Exactly,
Well,
exactly.
you can't do sanitary inspections, things like that, if the ground's frozen, lots of different things, so.
Yeah. So we've definitely seen an increase for that, but boats and side by sides and evidently snowmobiles are on sale right now.
Time to settle down, man.
It's like, you don't see much of those anymore. I mean, you get it about 2 weekends, this winter was about 2 weekends. They could have went out and gone, but,
You know, but we had 2 people buy them on Friday, so,
good for them.
go, yeah.
All right, any questions for Jennifer about her report?
So since you've looked at Jennifer's report, then I would ask for a motion to accept, place on file, and authorize the chair and auditor signatures on the county recorder's report of fees collected for the month of April 2026 in the amount of $47,579.24.
Make that motion.
I would second.
All right, I got a motion by Nan, second by Mike to approve. Where is that? I think. That's not even on your agenda. Is it?
No, I didn't put it on my agenda. I left it on,
Not what you read.
that's on my minutes. Oh, I will change that next time.
I can't read that if it's not.
Sorry, I will.
Okay, we
I
got a
will change
second
that.
by Nan or
I
is it
made the motion, Mike.
Mike seconded to do what, Lisa? You want to repeat that?
So I do need a motion to accept, place on file, and authorize the chair and auditor signatures on the county recorder's report of fees collected for the month of April 2026 in the amount of $47,579.24.
Yeah. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Anything else for us?
No, not at all.
All right,
Thank
keep up
you.
the good
Have a
work.
good day.
Yep.
Next up, we have Jaden Shekel, Jackson County Engineer.
Good morning.
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 It's just an email I received over the weekend regarding first item agenda, since it wasn't in your packet. So first thing on the agenda is to continue discussion from last week regarding the culvert at 8802 267th Street. So over the last week, we did a hydraulic study and topographic survey of the area to determine what size replacement tube would need to go in there. From that, we determined that a 54-inch tube would actually be of sufficient size, and that email I provided you is correspondence that I've had with Adam, the property owner. And because I relayed all the same stormwater calc information to him, and I see he's online, so he can chime in if he wants to at any point. But from that, he's going to stick with a 60-inch just to eliminate our current one's a 60-inch, even though 54, we're going to keep it at a 60 to kind of retain that same flow that it's currently handling. And also he's going to buy the pipe that's longer than what's existing out there. So existing is like 55 feet long, but he's going to purchase one that's about 70 feet long to allow for a more gradual force slope rather than closer to vertical.
Okay.
So that's the results. And I think from last week, it was decided that we would do the install and if he provides the pipe. So I've been in correspondence with Adam regarding that, and we just have to work on a time frame of when he gets the pipe and when it works for us, but it would be sometime this summer. But just wanted to bring forward, I guess, just be aware, I guess, that what the calcs were.
So are you looking for a new motion to approve the agreement?
I don't think so. No, I just.
It looks like a good workable agreement to me.
Pipe in the back bill, right?
Oh, we'll tear it out and the material, we'll backfill it too. We'll do the install, but he's providing the tube to go in there.
But we're providing the material for the backfill.
It should just be
It should
every,
be dug out and put back, right?
so I guess there would be, if with fatter forest slopes, that's kind of what we call it, but they should, the widened forest slopes, they will require a little more fill to become in there. So I guess, I don't know if
I don't want that expense to be on the county.
So I don't know if with the more material that will be needed with the longer pipe.
What kind of fill are we talking about, Jaden? I mean, you talking about dirt? Or are you talking about rock?
It'd be dirt, I guess, because rock around the pipe is going to allow water to
Right,
seep through. We
Right.
usually use dirt embankment or
okay.
fill
Okay.
to kind of
So,
seal up around it.
Do we know, Adam, if there would be, could you supply some fill? Was there a place where you could gather some or?
I don't have any on my property, no. If it would be something that we could just do a ditch project there or ditch a little bit out of the ditch or no.
I should look to see if that road's planned for reclaim this year, because I know it hasn't been reclaimed yet. Should go see if we have the maps after my portion. I can go see if the maps are in there if this road is gonna get reclaimed. But that would be something, yes, I guess it will require a little more fill.
What district?
The problem I have is
District.
we don't know how much extra fill we're talking about until you actually get in there and do that and all that kind of stuff. You don't know how much extra fill you're talking. Is it a truck? Is it 3 trucks? Is it, whatever? And so maybe we can work out some kind of agreement or whatever to split it or, if we can come up with it, we can come up with it, but we can't some kind of agreement. I don't think this is a showstopper. It's just.
And I would assume there's probably somewhere down that road, one way or the other, or on the next adjacent road that could need some ditching somewhere,
Yeah,
I would assume.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, so again, I'm just looking in my mind, if the culvert's longer, the slope's gonna be gradual. I would think you could, it wouldn't take that much more that you could spread it out to the point where.
No, so it's existing.
No,
50
I
Go ahead. Adam.
measuring now going through the tube all the way at 60 foot. So I'm only looking at going 70 foot, which will only be, 10 foot more. But the main reason for that is on the exiting side of the tube, it's a straight cutoff where if I go the extra 10 foot, I could slope it or, slope the tube to help with a little retention. So it's not like it's going to require a lot of backfill.
Yeah, it really shouldn't require much more.
Figure it out.
Okay. They just want from last week, just bring that forward to you that's what our results were. Next is an entrance permit for Troy Sieverding, the residential entrance on Sieverding Ridge Road, Bellevue Township, section 12. Our department's done the site distance checks. That's all sufficient since the road is posted at a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. And it does not require culvert because it is at the high point. So with that, I guess our department sees no issue, so we recommend approval.
Moved.
I'll second.
We got a motion by Mike, second by Nan to approve a residential entrance for Troy Sieverding of Bellevue Township, section 12, Sieverding Ridge Road. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
And quick update on construction, Channelworth, the contractor is back out there now. The river has receded enough to where they can start working on cofferdams to get the south pier installed. So cofferdam work will continue probably the next week or so. So luckily they're able to go there. And then on the Z15 bridge, they are driving the last remaining pile on the north abutment as we speak. So after that, all the pile will be driven for the bridge. So both of the piers and the south abutment are completed. North abutment will be likely completed this week. So things are moving along quite well, rapidly on that project. So good news, and I guess the crews are reclaiming it. To tell you the truth, I don't know what roads they're on right now, but they are at it.
I did have a call on that about some dust control. I don't remember on which, it'd be the one going northwest. Gravel roads just south of that.
Of the bridge.
And I don't think that, yeah, and my answer was, of course, to call you, but I said I thought the detour route was on a paved route, so I.
Correct. So the signed detour route is paved route. But with this project, we fully anticipated local traffic using the nearest adjacent roads to cut around, which has been the case. Only thing is, they actually are taking a different road than I had originally thought of. They are taking the adjacent road to the east as opposed to the west. So with that, we are going to, originally the road to the west, which is 375th Avenue, I believe. That whole stretch was planned to be dust control. What we're likely going to do is, that was about a 2.5 mile stretch as part of the plans. We're likely gonna eliminate some dust control on that road, still do portions of it, like in front of the residences on that road where it makes a couple of sharp 90s, where washboarding is gonna be more of an issue. Do it in certain areas and then take what we didn't use on that road and use it on portions of the road that are being, of the other gravel road that are being used as the detour route. Same thing on some, in front of some of the residences and on some of the corners and intersections where it's gonna be more prone to washboarding. But probably will not do the hill of 407th Avenue.
Okay, so when will that like take place? Have they there graded, prep it first before the dust control, or is that a dust control that?
So all the residences,
Or twice a year or what?
so we're only gonna do our application once.
Yep.
And I don't know if it'll really take any prepping, other than where the residences that apply for dust control, theirs will get prep prior to it. But where we do it, it'll just be normal blading. I guess it's not like we're gonna do a whole lot, 'cause the roads,
Either
actually, they've already been
roads been
reclaimed and
reclaimed?
well shaped.
Have either of them roads been reclaimed?
Yep, all of them have.
Okay.
So, so with that shouldn't take much, and that's planned for, I got a hold of the contractor yesterday. It's probably gonna be not next week, but the following, because
Okay, did you get that call, by the way?
no, I was informed from our road superintendent actually
Okay.
about it.
Oh, okay,
So I don't know if they contacted him, but
all right.
either way, I guess our office has been made aware. But yeah, that's,
But we can't dust control every way to take a detour
No.
around a construction thing and stuff. I mean, we'll be chasing our tail as this
I don't
goes.
know that I'm 100% in favor of that because, again, our detour route is a paved route. We're not, you know,
other than, I mean, by Iowa code, there is a thing for, gonna blank on the term, but it's more or less, excessive dust. And since this area will be prone to more excessive dust due to our bridge closure, it's something that's kind of in our, you could say out of our control, but in our control. It's due to our project that it's causing more excessive dust. Like, 'cause we've had complaints before from the DNR, when it's really dry out about excessive dust in the county. Well, that's just, if there's no project going on, it's just normal traffic. That's, we're not-
Weather
Yeah.
related.
But this is due to specifically the bridge project, and I mean, I can tell you, with standing on site out there, you see dust trails 24/7. Traffic is taking the adjacent road, and I know with that, there was that hill in question actually had a lot of issues, I think, over the weekend, that we had to go and address it yesterday. So there, by doing some dust control, it does actually help us minimize the amount of maintenance we need to spend on that road. See, we can't be on that road every day, also addressing it when we got in that district 60 or 58 other miles to maintain. So it's kind of a balancing act, I guess, is the best way to put it. But
That was included in the project itself.
yep, he approved that, and other counties do that as well. We won't do it on gravel road, but I mean, this is closing a paved road that sees 700 cars a day. So, but yeah, so that is coming. Dust control season actually just started this week, so Benz and Stevens is the one who will be doing it for the contractor, so we'll be in contact with them, because they're gonna be in our county when they do it for some of the residences that they perform in the county. So it's not like they're making a special trip, but they'll do it when they're here.
Are Beacon, are they using, the online forms to fill out for dust control and stuff?
So they are using our fillable PDF form that Bjorn has up on our website. Actually, I should ask Stacy, she'd have the more accurate numbers, but it's gotta be well over 50% of the people that come in. Probably almost 75% use the actual online form as opposed to coming in and actually getting the form. So I guess
I didn't know, is that through geospatial? Did they set that up or is this your? own?
they do have that set up, and that's live now, but I do not think it didn't go live until towards the tail end of the season. So to answer your question, there's been no permits, no dust control permits done through the geo permits. It's all been done through our fillable PDF form.
Anything else?
I don't, unless you guys have any other questions.
Nope. Good job. Next up, we have Lisa with the auditor and her portion.
Thank you. Good morning. I need a motion to approve the April 28th, 2026 meeting minutes as written by Auditor Smith and authorized publication in the official newspapers.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
We got a motion by Nin, second by Mike, to approve the minutes of the April 28th, 2026 meeting as written by Auditor Smith and authorized publication in official newspapers. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion, opposed? Motion carries.
I did not write down, so if you could pull out the,
Claims number?
yep, I did not write that down, so. That will be my next motion.
Looking for a motion to approve and authorize the auditor's office to issue warrants and the publication of claims listing in the amount of $242,435.49.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Nin to approve and authorize the auditor's office to issue warrants and the publication of claims listing in the amount of $242,435.47. Any other discussion?
Lot of rock in there.
A lot of rock and $65,000 in computers for the sheriff's deputies' cars and stuff.
20,000 in rock, I think, that number.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
So the next item on my agenda for today is a discussion and possible action. I know that over the past months, we've had a discussion concerning the sheriff's office money that's received for room and board. And what we are presenting to you today is a mechanism to, when the money is received, what do we do with it? Where does it go? And then after it's put into these funds, then the question is how do we get it back to the sheriff's office? So Shelley is here. We worked on this resolution over the weekend to something that we believe will work. The first one, of course, is the discussion of where this money is going, what's the split. And the second resolution then is how do we process that so we can reimburse the sheriff's office budget. I'll let Shelley, you have any, did you?
No, as prior discussions, I think all led to this. We've discussed it several times. Obviously, we're gathering some revenue from it and we have to pay our expenses. So the expenses, like Nin has stated several times, should not come from the taxpayer dollars. It should come from the revenue that we're receiving, so.
And this will move that money back to the from that inmate fund, the reimbursement fund, to the general fund. And then the second resolution, 1182, will correct or adjust those expenses to reflect that money going back into the general fund, into the sheriff's budget.
So, and just so the public knows, as we are deciding that we're gonna take 40% of the revenue and set it aside for debt, early debt payback.
Yes.
And 60% will go into the kind of a CIP capital improvement project expense reimbursement fund. So that's gonna have a little bit more so we can offset some of the expenses. So we don't have to tax the taxpayers in Jackson County for outside inmate expenses. So that's how we're working.
And we're just still left it in the supervisor's budget.
So just so the public knows, if we would have put the whole expenses into the budget, then that would have to be tax money for the citizens, where if we do these amendments, as we've done in the past, then we don't have to. It's a way of taking that money that they're bringing in.
And as inmate population fluctuates,
Right.
we can adjust how it goes in and out, because again, it might come in at a slower rate or a higher rate. We can adjust accordingly. It gives us a little bit more flexibility on how to handle it.
And just to acknowledge that this is in a fund that just can't off the wall be spent. It has to come before us to say we will approve the expense
Yes.
for what it's for. So again, this is something new for us. It's been going on for a couple of years, so we're working through it and justifying our decisions here, if you will. And
And
if
we would
anybody's
just-
got comments or questions, feel free, but we're working through this and I think we thought it out.
Well, this is the first full year of the jail.
Right,
So-
right.
And so it's a good, they're doing an amazing over there in the jail through the sheriff's department. And this is just as kind of solidifying the process
Okay.
that we're learning through with the new jail, because these are things we haven't really done as any capacity in the past.
Right.
So,
And when the second resolution, 1182, sets up that in order to move that money, it would be a motion from the board, an official motion. So it's not just willy-nilly from our office, so.
all right, so right now we'd be looking for a motion to approve resolution 1181-05-05-2026 to split and spend the sheriff's office room and board revenue disbursement dollars.
I would make that motion.
I would second.
Got a motion by Nin, second by Mike to approve resolution 1181-05-05-2026 to split and spend the sheriff's office room and board reimbursement dollars. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And then as stated, just this next resolution, and it's just how are we gonna process it? You know, so that's why it does take a motion by the board. It's something that, you know, we're open and transparent about. This is, you know, how we're gonna process this money at some point.
How you move it from one?
Yes,
One fund to the other fund.
correct. That's right.
Using the process.
There's different numbers.
And probably, Shelley and I talked about this. It may not, it is a little bit of a complicated process to get this done correctly to pass auditing. So we're thinking. We'd like to shoot for twice a year.
Work in progress, yeah, we'll do.
We're gonna see what happens, but that's our original thought here is, we're not gonna do this on a monthly basis, we're hoping to do it twice a year. So we'll see.
I would make a motion to approve resolution as presented.
I would second that.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Nin to approve resolution 1182-05-05-2026, the resolution to process reimbursements from room and board for room and board from Fund 33004. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
You can have everything on the resolution. Okay, very good. Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you.
Thank you for your work.
Thanks, Shelley.
Thank you.
Because of the retirement of Luann, this is a little bit of uncharted territory for me, but we have received two fireworks permits. It appears that one of them has used to get the application online, so that's kind of a good thing. We went out and took a look, so that's good. We're trying to get people to migrate over to get as much information as possible off of our website. So today I need a motion to approve a fireworks permit to Brian Peterson at 19040 145th Avenue, Zwingle, on July 4th, 2026, from 8:30 p.m. until 11 p.m. with a rain date of July 5th, 2026.
I'd make that motion.
I would second.
Got a motion by Nin, second by Mike to approve a fireworks permit for Brian Peterson at 19040 145th Avenue, Zwingle, for July 4th, 2026, from 8:30 p.m. until 11 p.m. with a rain date of July 5th. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
My second motion for today then is to approve a fireworks permit to Tom Yearwood at 24103 Highway 64 Macokota on June 27th, 2026, from 2 p.m. until 11 p.m. with a rain date of July 18th, 2026.
So moved.
I'd second.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Nin to approve a fireworks permit to Tom Yearwood, 24103 Highway 64 Macokota on June 27th, 2026, from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. with a rain date of July 18th, 2026. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Yeah, if I could, I'd just like to add to that. Both of these individuals have pyro training, been doing this for many years. They've been substantial help to us in trying to figure out a new a resolution or whatever you want to call it to have a permit process.
Right.
And we really appreciate the fact that the public, you know, it's not the money, it's not the $20. It's just to know they have our emergency personnel know what's going on in the county at what time, so they know what they're up against.
It's
You know,
the,
there's no statement and no process on these forms to say how many pounds you're storing for X amount of time. That's been our issue for years, and we try to go through this, and it's a process. It really is.
And you've let the fire departments in them districts know.
Yes, I have.
and it's one of those things where it's, to me, it's kind of an equivalent to if you're gonna burn something, you know.
Yeah,
a
like
brush-
leaving a controlled burn.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something like, it lets us know so people have a little bit more awareness. If they see smoke, they're not just gonna arbitrarily respond or whatever, so.
That was my next question. Bjorn and I will be talking about, do I need to notify dispatch?
I would.
Yeah, I think so, because the fact of the matter is, it's just like you say, if you're doing this and it's legal, of course, I mean, by state law, it's legal. Depends on what size these motors and things are. But again, if you have this permit and somebody calls in a complaint and law enforcement looks at it and says, well, they have a permit, so then it makes it much more communication, much better when you can walk in and say, hey, you guys got a permit, you're okay, you know, everything okay, and all's good, you know, they don't have the
No,
arguments.
I'll forward this to Macocota, to the dispatch law center, and I will forward it to the.
That's the reason for the permits, just so emergency personnel, not just law enforcement, but EMS. You know, there's things that happen in these events, and we like to know what's happening and what's
Right.
going on.
All right,
So my next item on the agenda is we did put a notice in all three newspapers of all the openings that are occurring on our boards and commissions. One of the openings that we have is for the Jackson County Board of Adjustment. We only received one application, which did come in online. The person did apply online. It is our current Board of Adjustment member, A. John Aarons, and he has requested to be reappointed. So I've received no other applications for this board. So today I would ask for a motion to approve the reappointment of A. John Aarons to the Jackson County Board of Adjustment for a 5-year term ending on May 6th, 2031.
I'd make that motion.
I would second.
got a motion by Nitin, second by Mike to reappoint A. John Aarons to the Board of Adjustments for a 5-year term ending on May 6th, 2031. Any other discussion?
I just want to point out that the meetings that I have gone to, he's provided very good insight.
Yeah,
Hearing the-
he's pretty informative and he knows the lie of the land and
Yeah.
yeah, he's a good member, I think.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Several weeks ago, Matt Speck from ECIA and Jack McGarry from Macocota State Bank were here and discussed 2 loans from the revolving loan fund. That paperwork has come back to me. And so today I would ask to approve and authorize chair and auditor signatures on the transfer agreement between Jackson County and ECIA Business Growth, Inc. for $120,000 to assist Heinrichsen Property Group LLC / the Preston Family Chiropractic LLC. And then we will also be asking for an amortization schedule because our state auditors want that. So
We had the questions about like a 5-year balloon kind of
and
thing.
that's the way that's
That was changed too.
I'd make a motion to approve.
I would second.
Got a motion by Nen, second by Mike to approve and authorize chair and auditor signatures on the transfer agreement between Jackson County and ECIA Business Growth, Inc. for $120,000 to assist Henriksen Property Group LLC doing business as Preston Family Chiropractic LLC. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
the next one also that you approved a couple of weeks ago, they are asking for less money. I think the way that they had looked at some financing or whatever, so it is less than what you originally approved. So today I do need a motion to approve and authorize chair and auditor signatures in the transfer agreement between Jackson County and ECIA Business Growth, Inc. for $182,610 to assist Mississippi Valley Metals LLC.
So moved.
I would second that.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Nen to approve and authorize chair and auditor signatures on the transfer agreement between Jackson County and ECIA Business Growth, Inc. for $182,610 to assist Mississippi Valley Metals LLC. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
And you will see those claims in 2 weeks. We will be cutting with the budget amendment today, with the approval today for the transfer agreements. We will process those checks, present them to you in 2 weeks. And that concludes all that I have for the board today.
All right.
Thank you.
Any boards or commission reports?
Yes. So again, I ask for an update every Tuesday when I come in because we had a little delay with the waste authority getting the transformer hooked up from the electric company. So I called Frank this morning and he says, you can announce that it will be open on Monday.
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 Fully good to go, 100%.
You can, I said, And I announced that, and he said, yes, so I'm gonna announce it right now. So I expect somebody to be on the radio and whatnot to announce it, but, so that.
I can talk, I think I'm on the radio on the 13th.
That's the 11th, so, yeah, you keep pounding that it's open and we need the revenue and,
Good Lord, I hope you're right.
No, you're right.
Good Lord, I hope you're right.
But anyways, I've been told that if we open Monday,
Remember to cover your loads,
If
taking
we-
them there though.
if we have the soft opening before that, I don't know, but he said, let's go for Monday.
All right,
Very good. Good news for the county.
Lynn, do you have anything?
I do not really.
I have nothing, so. Well, I guess with Mississippi Valley or Macocota River Water Management Authority, we have received a couple of applications and they're very qualified. Like, wow,
Nice.
master's degrees and stuff like that, qualifications, so.
Nice.
We're gonna be looking at those pretty quick and see where we go from here, so. News to come.
Good. No further business, I make a motion, we adjourn.
A second.
Got a motion by Mike, second by Lynn to adjourn. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Have a great day, everybody. Meeting's adjourned.